welcome. I invite you to come to this space, to this safe space, to know that this is a sacred place where you can come and just find this respite from the day, from your thoughts, and as we become mindful and be in the present with ourselves and our breath. So let's just find our seat. You can sit on the ground on a cushion, and you could also sit on a chair with your feet on the ground, or you could lie down. And let's just go ahead and breathe all the way down to your toes. Sending that breath to your toes and breathing out through your nose. And now breathing in, sending it all the way down to your fingertips. And breathing out through your nose. Breathing in all the way to the top of your head. And breathing it out through your nose, just sending out what you don't need. Now breathing in to your belly area. Breathing in softness, gentleness. And then breathing it out through your nose. Now filling up your chest. Breathing in through your nose. And breathing out through your nose again. Let's go ahead and fill our entire body with this nurturing breath, with this calming breath. Breathing in the intention for this sit. And then breathing out through your nose. Letting everything be. And when you have let that go, you can just let that breathing exercise go and just come to your normal breath. Feeling where your body is making contact with the ground. Does your body feel light today? And does it feel heavy? If your body were an element, like, does it feel like bricks or does it feel like metal? Does it feel like silk fabric? What comes to your mind? Bring your attention to your bones, your skeletal system that keeps us up. And starting with our skull, our cranium, how it's containing our brain, our spine that runs up and down our body and is very flexible. Letting that spine be tall and free and strong. Now the front, the bones in your face, the front of the skull, your cheekbones, the forehead, the jaw, and the teeth. Just focusing on the hard elements of our body, the bone, teeth. Now moving down to our rib cage. Noticing how it holds our heart, our lungs, and how it's designed. How is your rib cage moving right now? Noticing the movement. Now noticing our clavicle bones, which leads to our shoulder bones, our arm bones, all the way down to the bones in our hands, those little bones in our fingers. How heavy do they feel right now? Your fingers, the bones in your fingers. Bringing your attention back to your spine again as you go down your vertebra till you get to your tailbone, and then the pelvic bone, the bone, your hip bone, and the socket where the femur bone rests inside. Now your femur bone, and then the bone below that, I believe it's the tibia. And then all the little bones, your ankle bones, and then the little bones in your feet. So many bones in your feet. All the intricate bones that work in harmony. How does your skeletal system, how do your bones feel? How heavy do they feel right now? Or do they feel light? And take a breath into your bones and let it out. One more. Breathing in to all of your bones, all the way from your head down to your toes and to your fingertips, and breathing it out. Now letting that go, just bring your attention to your breath. As we sit here in the present moment together. Noticing the flow of your breath, the in-breath and the out-breath. Noticing if any thoughts arise. Noticing what your mind is saying to those thoughts. And also noticing maybe perhaps the tone of voice. You can breathe into that space. Usually thoughts are either pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. For unpleasant, we usually like to push away. For pleasant, we like to hold on and keep. And this creates suffering. For neutral thoughts, we just kind of keep going until we find better stimulation. So, how can we be with our thoughts and whatever comes up? Coming back to your breath. Let your breath be the anchor whenever you return from your small journey. And if it's a little challenging, you can always add specificity to your breath. In terms of attention, you can think about the quality of the air, the temperature of the air, how it feels in your nostrils, how the air is traveling through your body. Or you could just think in, out. It could be just that simple. And you may need different techniques for different days. It's whatever works for you right now. What is keeping you in the moment, the present moment? Keeping your attention on your breath now. If you run into a thought that is troubling you in some way, causing anxiety or any kind of suffering or pain, I invite you to hold it in your heart area for a moment as it arises. Really bring it alive in your heart. What are the circumstances? Who is the person you're hearing, the voice? And how does it make you feel in your body, in your being? Just notice and hold it in your heart right now. Now actively breathe. I invite you to breathe into your heart, right into that space. And breathe right around that circumstance that you are holding right now that's troubling. And as you breathe around it, think of creating warmth in your chest. Just keep breathing in and out, creating warmth, creating energy, imagining that breath just wrapping around, surrounding that difficult circumstance. Perhaps you do feel a little bit of warmth in your chest. Now you can imagine this breath just gently starting to lift that circumstance away from you. that whatever was attaching itself to you is no longer attaching itself. The breath, as you keep breathing, is severing the attachment. And on your next exhale, as you breathe out, you can imagine gently breathing it away because it weighs nothing. And you can practice this if it's helpful to you with any variations that may suit you. And then you can just return to your breath. Now I invite you to create a little smile. It doesn't have to be a real smile. If you think about maybe raising the corners of the ends of your mouth upward, internally or externally, just sending your body and yourself a smile right now, because it's thanking you for taking this time to reflect, to do some hard work, and to do some good work that is good for our being and good for all beings. When you're ready, I invite you to bring your palms together at your heart center and take a bow to yourself, this practice, this sacred time that you've chosen to participate in. Knowing that this practice is beneficial for you and for all those around you. And you can gently start to move your body. You can let your hands go. You can move your shoulders. You can open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. I hope to see you again soon.